Hi, I'm Lisa Bardot.
And I'm Bear.
And what are we going to be teaching everyone how to draw today?
A hot air balloon.
That's right. I'll be teaching you what to draw.
And I'll be following along drawing.
Yep, and you can follow along and draw too. This tutorial is perfect for young artists who are new to digital art and using Procreate. We'll show you how to choose colors, use layers, a really awesome feature that Bear likes a lot called what?
Alpha Lock.
Alpha Lock, how to add texture to your drawing, and so much more. If this is your first time using Procreate, we recommend watching our Procreate for Kids tutorial where Bear and I will teach you all the basics. For this drawing, we'll be using my free Kids Make Art brush pack. It's got 6 Procreate brushes that are just like all your favorite art supplies. Crayons, markers, colored pencils, paints, it's a lot of fun. You can download it for free at bardotbrush.com/kids. Also on that page, you'll find a lot of other stuff for kids that want to use Procreate, like more tutorials, drawing prompts, free Procreate coloring pages, and more. Again, that's bardotbrush.com/kids. Are you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's draw.
Let's draw. All right, we're gonna start by creating a new canvas for our drawing. We'll go up to this little plus sign here and tap it, and we're gonna choose screen size. All right, it's gonna open up Procreate. And we're gonna start this drawing with what's called a sketch. And a sketch is pretty much just a plan of what you wanna draw. It's how you figure out what you wanna draw and where everything is gonna go before you start coloring it. So that's what we're gonna do first. So we're gonna start by choosing a brush. We're gonna go to this little paintbrush icon and tap it. And then we're gonna find the Kids Make Art brush set. Did you find it in yours? Awesome. And we're gonna choose the colored pencil brush. Pencil's a really good brush to use if you're doing a sketch. Next, we're gonna choose our color. We're gonna tap on this little circle in the corner, and we're gonna move this circle that's in the middle all the way down to black. Okay. And now we'll draw our sketch. We're gonna start with the balloon. We're just gonna draw a big circle right in the middle, kind of towards the top of our canvas. And if you're having trouble drawing a circle, I wanna show you a really cool feature called Quick Shape. So we're gonna draw a circle, but when you get to the end, don't let go. It's gonna snap to like an oval shape. And then if you take another finger and hold it down on the canvas, it will become a perfect circle. And then you can let go. Great. Now we're gonna draw a line kind of at the bottom, just like that. And then 2 little lines going up from that line. And then we're gonna connect our balloon down to those little lines like this. Just kind of draw like a curved line or a diagonal line down. Awesome. So this is our balloon shape. So I didn't really leave a lot of room down here for our basket or anything else. So let's move our balloon up just a little bit so we have more room. We're gonna tap this little arrow right there. And then you'll see it kind of puts a box around it, and you can move it around. You can also take one of these little blue circles and resize it, make it bigger or smaller. So let's just make it a little smaller for now so we have room to put the ropes, a basket. We're actually gonna put a really cool little animal inside the basket. So I think that's pretty good. And then tap the arrow again to get out of that. So now we're gonna draw 2 lines going down, and these are the ropes that are gonna hold the basket. We wanna make sure we have enough room here to draw our animal. And then at the bottom, we're gonna draw kind of like a hot dog shape, like that. Perfect. And then if you wanna make yours a little smaller, you can.
For the bottom.
Yeah. That's what's good about a sketch, is you can move it around and get it exactly how you want it. And then from the side of that hot dog, you're gonna draw lines that kind of go in just a little bit. And then at the bottom, a straight line like that. And then we have a basket. Perfect.
Yay!
So now we're gonna draw a little animal inside our hot air balloon basket. I am gonna draw a dog, but I think Bear wants to draw something else, right?
A penguin!
Yeah, why penguin?
I love penguins.
Are they your favorite animal?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna zoom in so we can get a little closer. You take 2 fingers and you spread them apart like that to zoom, and you can move it around like that as long as you have 2 fingers on your canvas. There you go, perfect. So I'm going to start by drawing the body of my dog. And to do that, I'm just going to draw kind of like an upside down U, like a hill. And I think that'll work just fine for your penguin as well.
Yeah, just a little foot.
And then I'm going to add a head for my dog. And I'm just going to draw a circle on top of that hill shape. All right. So now I'm going to draw the snout on my dog. And this is where things are going to get different for us because yours doesn't have a snout, right?
No.
What does it have?
A beak.
A beak. So I'm going to do mine first and then you can do yours. For the snout, I'm going to start by drawing a line straight out of the head like that. Then I'm going to draw a diagonal line down like that. And then another line back like that. And I'll do the nose by drawing a diagonal line that way and coloring it in. And then I'll draw a line like that for the mouth. And what are you going to draw for yours?
A triangle.
Okay, let's see your beak. Awesome, perfect. And then I think our animals need some eyes, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to draw mine with his eyes closed, like he's relaxing and just floating through the sky. Oh, that looks super cute, Bear. And I need one more thing on my dog, which are ears. So for the ears, I'm just going to draw a curved line like that. Gonna curve it around and come back. Almost like a macaroni noodle that's like round on the end. And then another one. Boop. Ta-da!
And I'm gonna draw the little white tummy.
Yeah, that's cute. And then I want to draw my dog with his two front paws kind of sitting over the edge of the basket. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'll draw a little bump like that. And then another bump like that. So two little bumps. And then I'm going to have this one go down and back up. And then it's going to curve back like that. And I'll do that one more time. Go down, around, and then curve back. So it looks like his little feet are over the edge. Really cute.
And I'm gonna draw some flippers.
Now I'm going to zoom up to the balloon because we want to add a little bit of pizzazz to our balloon, a little bit of decoration. So I'm going to add some stripes to the hot air balloon and then also some like flagging. So let's do that next. So I'm going to start by drawing a line straight down the middle to the bottom of the balloon, just like that. And then I'm going to draw another line that kind of curves out like that and then goes down to the bottom, just like that. And then one more, just like that on the other side. Great. And then I'm going to draw a rope that goes around the balloon. So that's going to be a line that kind of curves down and goes all the way across like that. And then we're going to draw some like fabric flags that go across. To do that, I'm going to draw a little tiny bowl shape in between each of these two lines, just like that. Good job, Bear. And then I'm going to draw a longer U shape right below that. There we go. Awesome.
To make the flags.
All right. And I think we are all done with our sketch and we are ready to color.
Yay!
All right, to start coloring, we're going to go up to our layers panel, which is these two little squares here. We'll go ahead and tap that. And then we're going to tap this little plus sign, and that's going to create layer 2. And we actually want this layer to be below the one with the hot air balloon sketch. So we're going to tap, hold it.
Pull it till it gets a little bigger, then drag it down.
Yep, tap, hold, and drag it down. And then we're going to tap this little N on layer 1. And we're going to slide this little slider that says opacity down to about like 15 or 20%. And this will make a lighter version of our sketch that we can just use as a guide as we're drawing all the colored shapes. So we'll tap that N again to get out of there. And just make sure that you have layer 2 selected in blue like that. Let's start by coloring the sky first. Let's go over to our colors. And we're going to move the outer ring over to blue. And then we're going to move the middle circle up here so we can get like a nice light blue like that. And then we're going to go over to our brushes. And we're gonna choose the wet paintbrush. Cool. Tap to get out of there. And we're gonna paint the whole background blue like sky. And it makes it a little easier if you zoom out just a little bit like that to make it nice and small. And then make sure that your brush size is all the way to the top. Make sure it's as big as it can go. It's this little slider here. And then we're just gonna draw lines kind of like this, back and forth all the way across. Makes it kind of like a cool texture. I'm picking up my pencil as I do this, but you can also do it like that. It'll just look a little smoother. So it just depends on how you want it to look.
And the harder you press, the more color will come out.
That's right. The harder you press with this brush, the more color will come out. All right, looks good. Let's go ahead and zoom back in. And now we'll create a new layer to start coloring in our balloon. We're gonna go up to the layers again, tap that, and then we're gonna tap the little plus sign to make layer 3. We're gonna go over to our brushes now, and we're actually gonna choose one of the built-in Procreate brushes. So we're gonna find the brush called Inking. And these are the brushes that come with Procreate, so everybody should have them. And we're gonna find the brush called Studio Pen. It's a really good brush for drawing shapes. Let's go to our colors. And we're going to pick a nice light pink color, just like that. Okay. And then we're just going to trace over the entire shape of the balloon. Just trace over the lines in your sketch like that. Make sure your shape is completely closed because we're gonna use color drop to fill it in. To do that, you grab this little circle and you drag it to the middle and let go. And it will completely fill with color. It's a really cool feature for coloring things in really quickly.
Yep.
So now let's do the basket. So let's get a brown color. You can find brown by going over into the oranges over here and then just dragging it down until you get whatever brown color you want to use. Okay, so let's zoom into our basket. So we're gonna trace around our hot dog shape like that. And then fill it in with color drop. Bloop. And then we're gonna trace over the bottom part of our basket too, just like this. And then fill that in as well. Yay, perfect. Now, these colors look a little flat, and I think it would be good if we add a little bit of texture. So to do that, we're gonna use a really cool feature called Alpha Lock. We're gonna go up to our layers right here, the 2 little squares. We're going to tap on layer 3, the one with the balloon, and then we're gonna tap right here where it says Alpha Lock. You'll know it's on because there's a checkerboard pattern behind like our little picture of the drawing there. And there's another way we can turn on Alpha Lock. Do you wanna show them that?
Mm-hmm. So you swipe to the right with 2 fingers.
Yep. So when Alpha Lock is turned on, it means that we can only draw within the shape that we've already drawn. We can only draw within this basket shape. So it makes it really good for adding texture. We're gonna go over to our brushes now, and we're gonna go back to the Kids Make Art set, and we're gonna choose the Messy Paintbrush. And we don't need to change our color. We're gonna use the same brown. And then you're just gonna go back and forth very lightly across the basket shape. And you'll notice we're not getting any paint anywhere except within the shape of the basket. That's how Alpha Lock works. So go back and forth as many times until you have as much texture as you want. All right, so let's do the same thing to the balloon too. I think it could use a little texture. So let's go up here and we're gonna select our same pink by using the eyedropper. And to do that, you're gonna take a finger and hold it down on your canvas. And it's gonna pull up this little circle that pops up, and it lets you choose any color that's already on your canvas. So we'll select that same pink. And then we'll do the same thing, but maybe this time we'll do some vertical lines like that, kind of curving towards the edge to make the balloon look round like that. There we go. I think that looks super cool. All right, so now we're gonna draw our stripes. So let's go over to our colors and we're gonna choose a nice bright orange. And then we're gonna go over to our brushes and we're gonna choose the marker brush. Okay, and we're just going to color orange between these two lines. So every other one, this one here and this one here. And because we have that alpha lock turned on, again, we can only color within this balloon shape. So we don't have to worry about going outside the edges of that. So we'll just go ahead and color in those two stripes. And then we'll do the other one as well. I think it's easy to kind of draw the edges and then color in between. I think that looks really cool. All right, looking good.
Thanks.
So now let's color in our little flags here. And I think we should do those in yellow. So let's go up to our color wheel and we're gonna choose nice bright yellow. And we're gonna choose a different brush. We're gonna use the colored pencil brush. This one's a little better for smaller things like details. So we're gonna use that to just trace over the lines that we drew in our sketch like this. And the top line as well. And then we're just gonna color inside those shapes. And we're using pink, orange, and yellow because I really love the way those colors look together, but you can use whatever colors you want to when you're doing your own drawing.
Yeah, like I normally do.
Yeah, what colors do you like using, Bear?
Green, blue, mostly cool. Cool and warm colors together. It looks better than just one.
And you can decorate it however you want as well. So I'm gonna add a little line in between each of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose orange. So I'm just gonna draw a line right down the middle of each of the flags like that. Great. So this line here is the rope that all these flags are tied to. So let's draw that in white. I'm gonna go up to my colors. I'm gonna move this over here so that I have white. And then I'm just gonna trace over that line like that. And then I'm gonna draw one more white line down here just because I think it looks kind of cool. All right. So let's zoom on down to our basket because I think we need to add some details to that as well. And I'm gonna start by selecting this brown with the eyedropper. So just hold your finger down until you select the brown. And then I'm gonna go over to my colors and I'm just gonna choose a darker version of that brown. I'm just gonna move it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna draw a line kind of under that hot dog shape that we drew. And then a few more lines down like this. And then I'm going to draw some lines going down. So we're going to make kind of like a grid. Just like maybe a basket would look. All right, I think we're ready to draw our animal. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way that the animal works is we need the body of our dog or our penguin to be behind the basket, but we need the paws to be in front of the basket so that it looks like they're over it.
Or flippers.
Or flippers, right. So we're gonna use two separate layers to draw the one animal. I'll show you that. Let's go up to the layers and we're gonna tap the plus sign and you'll see that layer 4 is created. We're actually gonna move that layer down by tapping, holding, and dragging it down so that it's below the hot air balloon. So that'll be the one that we use for the dog's body.
Or penguins.
Or penguins. So I'm gonna make my dog white with brown spots and you're gonna make your penguin
black with a white tummy.
Black with a white tummy.
And an orange beak.
And an orange beak, perfect. So why don't you select black and I'm gonna select white. So I'm just gonna trace over the shape of the body like that and then color the whole thing in. And then I'll do the same thing for the head. I'll just trace over that circle I drew. And then I'm also going to draw in the neck, just some little lines like that. And then I'll trace over the snout like that. And the ears. And then bear, you need to add your beak, right?
Uh-huh.
So what color are you going to do for that?
I'm grabbing and coloring in my triangle. And I'm going to grab the white and color in the tummy.
All right, looking good, Bear.
Thanks.
So now I'm going to add some details to my dog, and I'm going to use Alpha Lock to do that. So I'm going to go up to the layers. I'm going to tap on my little dog. I'm going to tap Alpha Lock. And then I'm going to choose like a light brown color, something like that. And then I'm going to give the dog maybe a spot on his back like that. Maybe a spot around his eye. And then maybe I'll do the ears brown with a little white on the end. Just like that. And maybe another spot right there. You can add as many spots as you want. And you can draw whatever animal you want too. It doesn't have to be a dog or a penguin. It could be whatever you want. Okay, now I need to do my eye and the nose and the mouth. So you can do your eye too, Bear. I'm going to get black, and I guess you can use white, huh? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to make my brush size a little smaller. And I'm going to draw in my little eye. I'm going to draw in the triangle for a nose, and then a little line. All right. Now we're going to draw our paws or our flippers that go over the basket. So let's go up to our layers panel. We're going to tap on the balloon layer, so layer 3, and then we're going to tap the plus sign to create a layer right above that. So I'm going to choose the same brown color for these legs, and I'm going to just trace over just like that and color it in. And Bear is tracing over his flippers in black. And then I'm going to turn on Alpha Lock one more time. I'm going to do the 2-finger swipe to the right. And I'm going to get white and give him white paws. And then I'm going to get black and add little lines for his paws. All right.
Aww. That's so cute.
Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and zoom back out now. And at this point, I think it's okay if we turn off our sketch. So let's go up to our layers, and we're going to go to layer 1 and uncheck this little checkbox here. And that's going to hide that layer. Something looks not quite right here though.
The balloon's floating away and the basket is falling to the ground, and they're gonna get really hurt.
Okay, we don't want that to happen. So let's maybe draw in our ropes. We're gonna do a new layer for that. Let's go to layers. We'll create a new layer with that plus sign, and we're gonna drag it all the way down to behind the dog, just in front of the sky. Yep. And then we're going to draw 2 lines to connect our balloon to our basket. There we go. Now it's not going to float away, right?
Yeah, and the penguin isn't going to get really hurt.
No, we don't want our penguin to get hurt. Or dog.
Or dog.
All right. I think one last fun little detail would maybe be to add some clouds to the sky. What do you think?
Or snow.
Sure, I think snow would be great for you since you have a penguin, huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to our brushes, and let's choose the crayon brush for the clouds. It's got some nice texture. And of course, we're going to choose white. So this is how I like to draw clouds. I like to draw them flat on the bottom and then a bunch of bumps on top, kind of like that. And then color it in.
And I like to do it a line and then at least 3 bumps. Then color it in.
I love it. Okay, so let's add a few clouds to our sky, however many you want. And because this is on a layer that's behind the balloon, we can have our clouds look like they're coming out from behind the balloon, which is pretty cool.
And it can also be over the rope.
Yeah. All right. So just have fun drawing a bunch of clouds in your sky.
Ta-da! Now I'm gonna get the colored pencil and draw some snow.
Cool.
But don't hold the colored pencil down too much when you're drawing it.
I love it.
Thanks!
I love the snow. That looks so cool.
Thanks!
Did you have fun with today's drawing?
Yeah!
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
Drawing the penguin.
Yeah, that was really cool. I love that you did a penguin. You know what's funny about penguins?
What?
They don't fly. So I guess they would need a hot air balloon, huh? We're so glad you could join us today. I hope you'll check out our other cool Procreate for Kids stuff, like our free coloring pages and other tutorials at bardobrush.com/kids. Thanks and happy art making!
If you like this video, please subscribe for more awesome tutorials. Thanks and have a great day!
Alright, looking right here, ready?
Nope. I'm gonna do a whole video of just you laughing. Layers, a really awesome feature that bears like. Bears love it.
Some grizzlies.
Thanks. There's us. Do you see us?
Hello, bye bye.
And what are we going to be teaching everyone how to draw today?
And I'll be following along.